Hello gamers, this is your host, Show Santos, and I am live behind the scenes at Nintendo where we are about to give you live footage of Mario Kart World and live feedback from the chat. Let's go.
Whole new world of Mario Kart to explore in this game, and as such, we're not going to be able to get into super deep detail into everything today. As you saw in the Direct yesterday, there is a dedicated Mario Kart World Direct.
Ooh, wow, that green
right?
is right there.
Well, is that on a driver? Yeah, it is. It's DK.
DK wants the revenge.
Followed closely by Bowser Jr. Did he get him?
He did. Oh, you got a battle.
Oh,
nice.
No.
Damn!
What's good YouTube? It's your host, Show Santos, and you are now watching MVP Magazine. Now, the Nintendo Switch 2 was announced a couple of days ago, April 2nd, and as far as hardware and actual games, it was filled with a lot of good stuff. And then after we heard a lot of bad stuff.
$80 for digital games. I didn't stutter. No.
So, on top of having overpriced games, physical games which you have to download once you've bought them, we have more news. Like, Nintendo have done it again. Again! You idiot! Now, unfortunately, remakes and remasters have become a very popular trend in the gaming industry. And instead of paying homage to and adding nice, modern quality of life changes to older, more popular games, they're just used as straight up cash grabs. So, Nintendo are planning on releasing remasters of the Breath of the Wild series that debuted on the original Nintendo Switch. Which, in my humble opinion, already seems redundant because that was one of the best-selling games on the platform. But anyway, money's money. So, Breath of the Wild was pretty much already complete. Both of those games, Tears of the Kingdom as well, they were robust games. You can't really add anything to them. Guess a couple of new quests and characters, maybe a couple of new weapons wouldn't hurt, but hey, the game is pretty much perfect as it is. But Nintendo are really doing the bare minimum when it comes to remasters of these games. It's just basically higher frame rate and resolution, standard stuff. They are charging full price though, and it's Nintendo's full price, you know?
They hate the precedent they're setting with this pricing.
But these remasters are even worse than what we thought. It seems that for some reason, the physical versions of the Nintendo Switch 2 remasters actually have the Nintendo Switch 1 version of the game on them.
What?
So, when you buy the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild, for some reason, the Nintendo Switch 1 version of the game will be on there. And then you have to sign into the Nintendo Switch Online service and download the extra features and frame rate upgrades from there.
I hate the precedent they're setting with the physical copies. Well, you can't even call them physical copies. They're not physical copies.
Now, why Nintendo would do this is absolutely baffling. It's not like they've added a ton of content to the game. They should just lump it all on a cartridge and sell it to consumers. What's even worse is that Nintendo have a ton of casual consumers who don't even know how to jump through all of these hoops of navigating online services. They've got a ton of parents who just want to pick up the game and be able to play it. And honestly, with the price of these games costing more, there's actually no benefit to the consumer releasing it in a physical edition. The game's not on the disc, it costs more. Like, what is the point? Again! You idiot! Like, I am really struggling to see the merit in them actually trying to pull something off like this. Like, maybe it could be them trying to get more people into the online Switch service, but then just make great multiplayer games. You've got Mario Kart for that. Mario Kart is if there's any reason to get Nintendo Switch Online, it is definitely Mario Kart. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to see why they would do this. This seems really dishonest. Nintendo produced the cartridges themselves, so it's not like putting a bigger game, a huger file format on the disc will be much of an overhead cost. So they are just being mean and as cheap to the consumer. And wait a minute, now that I think about it, they have to give us a bigger cartridge anyway to fit the game on it. So I don't understand this. I really don't. If you do know why they're doing this, please put this on the comments. Do you know what I'm saying? But look, when the machine was first announced, it was great. You know, I was loving the Mario Kart. Donkey Kong looked cool. And of course, the Dusk Bloods, the Damon X Machina, I was all in. But every day, it just seems like Nintendo are trying to give us more and more reasons not to pre-order this console. It is absolutely crazy. It's like they're trying to do it. It's literally like they're trying to do it. But then again, this is their curse. You know, they were successful with the N64, mildly successful, because I'm not gonna lie, the PlayStation kind of, you know what I'm saying? But it was mildly successful. Then they had the GameCube, which was a flop. They came back with the Wii, then the Wii U was a flop. They came back with the Switch, and it just seems like, do you know what I'm saying? This may be a flop. Like, the Nintendo fan in me really wants to look past a lot of the stuff they're doing, but I have to keep it real. And yeah, stuff like this is just straight up shady. It's not good. Right now, I'm expecting to take off Nintendo's mask and find out that it's Microsoft underneath. Do you know what I'm saying? It's insane. It is so insane. Like, Nintendo, yeah, they've had a little bit of a shady past, but they've never been the hubris and the arrogance that they're putting out into the ether is definitely not making me feel comfortable with giving them my money. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you all in on the Switch train? So far, I'm a little bit in and out. The Steam Deck, I've already got a Steam Deck, so that's even looking better to me right now. Ryujinx, I haven't delved into that, but that's just looking so much better to me right now. But anyway, how do I your boy? Sayonara.